He tells you it's going to work out. Then he works it out. Then he finds a way to communicate to you that it's been worked out. Sometimes we don't know because we are trying to figure out how we're going to do it ourselves. But you ought to just get comfortable with the idea that you are where you are. And if you trust God, you know that he's going to work it out. You don't know how he's going to do it, but you just trust that he will do it. He goes around now and he gets a hope to a group of folk who other folk don't want to have anything to do with because the law says he can't be bothered with anybody anyway. In other words, there were some leprous men. Lepers. Lepers. God, thank you, Lord. Listen, lepers. Sick folk. Folk who cannot rub shoulders with you. Sick folk. Nobody wants to be bothered. Right. Let me do it this way. I ain't after nobody. Homeless folk. Ain't had no baths in a long time. Come on. Folk who sleep in the ditch. Folk who are not of the same social status. God can take anybody and anything and work out your blessing. I just got to say, if a mule can talk, he can work it out anyway. He fixed it so the lepers would be the blessing, the bearer of good news. Who would have thunk it? That these lepers were going to be used of God to bless God's people. Well, now watch it. He uses the lepers. Now the lepers are hungry too. Two things against them. One, they're hungry. And the other, they're unclean. Now, good God Almighty, how about unclean folk walking in God's clean church? Come on, preacher. God's clean people. Not knowing that God is sending the blessing from that same blessing. So it is that he gets these lepers. And here are these lepers. And I want us to take a lesson from them today. Here are these lepers. They're hungry and they're unclean. The situation is dismal. Folk hungry. Folk dying. And here these brothers are, and they are hungry. So what they do, they go to the camp of the Syrians. Come on. And while they're there, they smell fried chicken. Dinner rolls. Somehow or another, they didn't get seen right away. Somebody peeped over there and saw some biscuits in the pan. They were there near the Syrian camp. And Lord have mercy, when you have not eaten in 2 or 3 minutes, all you do is begin to think about self. But now, sisters and brothers, if you are in your impacts in life, if there's a situation you think that you can't quite make it through, well, one thing, do like the lepers. Don't you allow your analytical approach of the situation to paralyze you from doing what you can do. It looks bad, and you sit there all the time, and I just can't stand folk who always run around crying about what they don't have, and they ain't trying to get them. Here are they're sitting there, and as a result, they sit there, and they are anxious about something, but they decided 2 things. There's one. Listen, I smell the chicken. We're hungry. Now, there's some food over here in the camp. Come on, preacher. There's some food in the camp. But now, if we go in the camp, they might kill us. But well, wait a minute. Stay here. If I stay here, I'm going to die. I don't care where you look at it, I'm going to die. Come on. But God, when he touches, when they decided, well, wait a minute. Let's take our chances with the seed.
That's all right.
Ain't God something? Well, I tell you, we're so bound up in this 21st century stuff that we just can't see God as a world.
Go ahead.
The same yesterday.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. So that these lepers would be wholesome enough to carry God's message. Hey, God fixes it so they don't get killed.
Right?
He creates a noise.
Yeah.
Here, this is Syrian army. They hear noise and the rattling of chariot wheels, and all of a sudden, somehow great fear came over them. And that must have been a sight. A whole army get up and start running. They just disappeared. And left all of this stuff for these left. Yeah, you ought to take a chance on God. Yeah, you take a chance on the Lord, take one on God. It's like, well, we go in. They go in and they find nobody there. Yeah. Nobody. Collard greens, cornbread, and candy. And now, they're there. Now watch. When God blesses you and He fixes it so that you can be taken care of, you have to be careful. Don't get so greedy to the point that you don't share with somebody else. There's some people who are blessed out of God. For what I'm talking about, my cup running over. Yeah, you want to keep the cup and all that's running over too, but you want to share it with somebody. They go in and they look and they eat the field. Then they start hiding stuff for themselves. But notice what God did. Rather than allow them to stay totally selfish, God decided to awaken their sense of selfishness. Yeah, He did. Yeah, He did. Because you see, I think in verse 4, where one of the guys said, well, listen, there's something wrong here. So we're not doing a good thing. We're not doing a good thing. We need to tell somebody. We need to go